YouTube, what's up everybody? I hope you guys are all doing good. A lot of you guys have been showing a lot of love, and I just want to let you guys know that I absolutely appreciate it, and I'm so overwhelmed. I want to say one thing. The wish video that we did, it has 22,000 views in 2 weeks. I'm tripping. That's so many views. And we're almost at 20,000 subscribers. What? When I first started this, I was not trying to shoot for a goal or nothing. I was just doing it. I honestly did the first one, the rose video, it's at like 420,000 views. And when I first did that one, I was just like, I kind of want to do this rose video because maybe in like 5 years, I'll probably want to see like how I used to do shit, you know? And you guys have been showing so much love on all my videos. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. So if you guys please can like this video, tell your friends, tell them to subscribe, whatever. Like if we get to 20,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be tripping, I'm gonna pass out. But anyways, so for this video, I'm gonna try to set a goal. I haven't done it yet for none of my videos because I've been kind of like, if it doesn't happen, whatever. But if we can get 200 likes on this video within a week, we'll see if it can do it. But like I said, thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you guys enjoy the video. We did an angel on the neck and it was a very challenging task. This was the first time I've tattooed someone in a wheelchair. This was my first time doing something like this, and I'm so stoked on how it turned out. I hope you guys like it. Also, in the beginning of this video, it's about roughly 6 minutes how long it takes me to set up. If you're an apprentice or someone at the shop that's helping other people set up, maybe this will be interesting for you because you kind of see how long it takes me to set up and all the things I kind of grabbed. Thank you. All right, you guys, I just clean and sanitize my whole area, and I'm just gonna show you guys how long it takes to set up. All right, let's get it going. Put the little time thing, where should we put it? Right here? Yes. Put it right here. Okay. This is how I do it. This is, just because this is how I do it doesn't mean this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how it works for me. Okay. Need that. Oh shit. So this is my green soap. This is my water, distilled. I definitely need to put more green soap in here. I will in a second. But for video purposes, I'm just gonna show you this right now. So where all my ink's gonna be going. I put the water right there, so when I put the saran wrap, it sticks easier. It's a little something I learned from one of my buddies. See? Boom. Razor. All right. Let's see. Petroleum Jelly. I use this while I tattoo. Helps clean it. It helps keep the ink not splattered everywhere. Here are my ink caps. Absolutely too much. These are 17 by 22. Okay. They all say different shit. I don't know. Yeah, they're all saying different numbers, but they're all the same size, so that's weird. So I'm using 5 caps today, and then this one will be for like my white, and this one's just empty just in case if I need it. I'll put these back. All right, time for the ink. All right, this one's gonna be full. This one's gonna be half. This one's gonna be a quarter. This one's gonna be the bottom full, just only. And then this one's gonna be 1. Boom. So usually these two would be like this is my black, these are like my dark tones, my light tones, and this is just like my very super light, like go over it like one time type thing. Okay, now for the machine, I'm gonna wrap it up. So recently I've been using these disposables from Bishop. They're pretty cool. So I'm using that. And then okay, so we're gonna wrap this up. Battery pack. Okay, now my disposable. I don't use that one. Like I said, I make sure all my shit is clean, so I already cleaned my machine a bunch of times. I like making sure this part is really thick when I tattoo, so it doesn't like cramp up my hands. I use the whole thing. Some people use a paper towel in between it and then wrap it. I don't care, I just do the whole thing. Like that. Take that up. Okay, and then the last thing I would say is fill this up. And then these two, I'll fill with distilled water. I don't like using witch hazel. It makes it too strong of a smell, and you don't need witch hazel. I just got distilled water. People use it, that's cool with them. I just use distilled water. But this is everything. Boom. I don't know how long it took. The next thing, I just got to take out my needles, and I'll show you guys what needles I'm using in a second. All right, so we're starting off this video with a little bit of stenciling. This angel was actually really fun to do. A lot of solid blacks in this, and the curves on the angel helped out a lot with light sources. So we put on this stencil, and it was kind of difficult to do. Sometimes I'll put a paper towel on the stencil, and it helps me like the stencil actually wrap on where it's gonna go. And then right here, I decided that I wanted the wing to go up more rather than how the picture was. So I just ripped off that part of the stencil and just re-put it on a little more angled, because that's what I wanted to see in that. I wanted to see more of the wing on the other side. And then I took a photo to show him so he could see. So for this tattoo, I did a 3-liner a 7 liner, a 7 mag, a 9 mag, a 13 mag, and a 17 mag. And this is how I like to tattoo. This isn't the right way that I'm trying to tell you guys to tattoo. This is just how I like to do it. So I did notice with this tattoo, you're gonna see it a lot, and I'm probably gonna call it out a lot. I did more of the sketching lines, and then when the sketches were cool, then I went in with the solids. So right here for this tattoo, since it was on the neck, and it was a little more detailed image, I used a lot of the 7 mag, and because of the contrast on this tattoo, I did a lot of the solid black, but I would whip it out, like as you can see right there. And this was just the 7 mag, and then this was my first cap, the full black. And then this is what I was talking about, a lot of solid blacks. You can see that right there, saturated. Make sure I stretch out the skin a lot. $22,000 views in 2 weeks. What? Don't forget to watch it. The Wish one, the Wish tattoo one. So I'm outlining with a 5 liner, and like I said, I'm just kind of trying to detail it, because on the neck it's so hard to tattoo. Like it's definitely a challenge. I sat him on the table bed, like the chair, you know, the chair that's like this, and I sat him like this because he needed to be like that, and I made sure he was steady there, and I would stretch out the skin and just kind of. Yeah, this one was tough. A lot of solid blacks. Just kind of whipping it out. Damn it. Dude, people be calling me on that shit. Like sometimes I'll say something. So I would say right here, this is still the 5 liner, but I was probably using the second darkest cap, which was the half black. And you can see my line work in this. In this video, you can see the line work. It's just like real quick sketches. Like they're not the straightest lines, but the way I know after I really start to go in more solid with the tattoo, the lines they're just kind of like almost guidelines, but it's nothing compared to what I'm actually trying to get in there, like trying to actually like make solid. Like sometimes, like right here, for instance, you can see like I'm going back over it. And then I did a lot of black background shading. The tones to play with this one was pretty fun. And if you guys are wondering, I'm using the Bishop. I think we already showed that, but I've been using the Bishop for a minute. Still using the 7 mag. That's like the bottom of her torso right here. And then now we're gonna start the face. So the face, I did a lot of sketching first, like kind of like very light stuff. But sometimes, you know what I did notice when I first started tattooing? I would kind of do the light sketching, and then I'd start tattooing. And then I did notice, like when I first started tattooing, I would forget about certain parts that I lightly sketched, and then I would finish the tattoo or whatever, and then I'd go and look at the photo and be like, oh, that was a little bit too light. Like I didn't, like, take your time. So you make sure you kind of, you know, remember everything. Like all this right here, the eyes, all lightly sketched, like real, like I'm looking at the reference and going back to him and kind of like, you know, just because I want to make sure it's precise, but I'm still looking at the image. Sometimes what does help you create your own style though is like maybe if you don't look at the stencil as much, like the actual image as much, because then you'll start to naturally do your own kind of, this is usually how I do it, so I'm gonna do it like this, rather than just trying to be so focused on the photo that you see. With this one, I was pretty focused on the photo though. Like with roses, I usually just kind of shade it my own. This is on the neck, so you know, you gotta have it somewhat solid. So right here, this is the bottom of the jaw, and a lot of blacks in this tattoo. Like this was probably full black, and then I did rinse it out, and then I went to probably my medium tone, and then just started shading it. Yeah, see? I think I know myself a little bit. And then I just started doing the cheek. And then what I usually do is I'll kind of sketch it out. And sometimes, like with this, it's called like breaking the skin open a little bit. And what helps with that is when you go back in, it helps you saturate it more. Like if I was to try to go right into this with saturating, it would be a different tone than if I was to do this first and break open the skin. Break open. That sounds a little bit too gnarly, but as you can see, it was not gnarly. And then usually what I do notice with my style, I like to make this part right here of the eyes a little bit darker, give it more contrast, make it a little more heavy. And that's what I was talking about. Like sometimes you don't have to keep looking at the stencil, but this stencil actually had that piece, so. So we're using the 7 mag right here for this, almost for this whole tattoo. Even the face and the little details, 7 mag. Like that's been my new thing, is using the 7 mag. I want to say when I was doing the rose video, I wasn't using a 7 mag, but I bet you if I went back and watched that video, I was probably like, you probably could have used a 7 mag right there. You know, like every day, artists are evolving. They're always trying new things, or they're naturally trying new things. Sometimes it just happens. You know, roll with it. You don't have to be so like cut and paste every time you tattoo. You don't have to be like, I used this last time, so I have to use it this time. Sometimes getting out of your comfort zone helps out a lot. And that's what I've noticed with working with a lot of different artists. They would suggest something like, hey man, try this machine out. You know, I'm not using it today, try it out. And I'll try it. And next thing you know, I'm buying that same machine because I liked it more than the one I was using. And it's little things like that. Sometimes if you talk to, this is what my philosophy is, I don't know. If you talk to 10 different artists, like, how do you like to shade? Each artist is gonna have a different answer. And if you talk to 10 different artists about just approaching a tattoo, they're all gonna have a different answer. So I love talking to other artists and seeing what their answer is. Like I think that helped me a lot in my career, and maybe that will help some of you guys that want to kind of take the next step or whatever. Like, I don't know. I've met a lot of cool tattoo artists that are there. Some tattoo artists, I'm like, how the fuck do you even work, bro? Like, you're all over the place. But at the end of the day, when they're done with their tattoo, like, it's just so solid. It's like, what is it called when it's beauty behind the madness or something like that? I don't know what it's called, but everybody has their own niche. All right, but getting back to the video, you guys can see I did some solid black background, and that just helps with the image to pop out more. I like to put more solid black in my backgrounds, just because I like that contrast. If you guys been watching some of my other videos, you notice that I do talk about that. And I guess that's one of the things that makes it kind of like what I like to make it look like my style a little bit. And then right here, you see how those lines are just look sketched in and they're not the straightest, but now you can see that I'm going back over it and kind of making it more solid. Then you'll start to see some clips of the wings, and then they look more solid now because, like I said, I was just quick outlining the. See, boom. See how they're more solid? Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll just go and quickly outline some things and they're not the straightest lines. And then when I go back over it, doing like the actual solidness, solidness next to it, then it starts to bring it to life and like not look so like shaky lines, like whatever, like. Trying to think what the most challenging part of this tattoo was, and the face was pretty challenging, but I think more this part was challenging, the actual, because I tattooed right here and then the wing went right here, so this is like the actual neck, and like I could feel when he would swallow, like I could feel like when he would talk, like it would move a lot. You know, sometimes if you're tattooing and something is difficult for you, make it undifficult. And by that, I would kind of suggest something like, hey bro, make sure you're kind of still right here. Like this is gonna be something that I need to, you know, or just be like, hey bro, stop talking. You want me to do something dope? Stop talking. But nice. Don't say mean. Say nice. Hey bro, shut up. Can you edit that out? Damn it. So usually with the feathers, I kind of make it my own style. I just do like some lines and then I'll shade into it, and then after I'm done, it looks like that didn't really look like the actual photo. I just kind of did this my own, but I've done quite a few feathers and I just always kind of do it the same. See what I'm talking about? Like I'm on him, like I'm stretched out and I'm on him. Like I just want to emphasize that. Like if you're tattooing, don't be like, ee. Yeah. You know, be on them. It's a tattoo. You want to do your best work. So get on, you know. Sometimes it's probably gonna be gross to say. Sometimes when I get home, sometimes I smell like my client because like I'm making sure they're getting the best fucking tattoo. They probably don't even care if like they're not caring if I go home and I smell like them. But they do care if I go home and I smell like them because I was on them and I was trying to do my best. So, you know what I'm saying? There was this one person I tattooed. I don't even want to talk about it. I'll save it for the next video. So right here, you can see, boom. I call it out. Shaky lines. I'm not scared to say it because I know what the tattoo is gonna look like when I'm done. Right here, I'm going back in there and making more each shade more solid and more, like just more solid. Sometimes when you're tattooing and you're in that ugly phase of a tattoo and you got your homies or whatever that are at the shop and they're gonna come over and look at your tattoo and you know you're in the ugly phase of it, you're kind of like, cover the tattoo a little bit and then start, because you don't want them to see. I don't know if you guys do that, but I be doing that shit all the time. And then finally when it's like, when I'm almost done and I'm starting to white highlights, I'm like, yeah, come check it out. Cause I hate that. There's always a phase in tattooing where you're just like, nah, no one come over, I gotta focus. Yeah, so now we're starting the white. And I'm using a 7 liner for the white. The white really helped pop this tattoo out. Let me know in the comments, what hurts the most for you guys? Lining, shading, or the white outlines? Most people I know, they hate the white outlines, but let me know what you guys think. For me, when I got tattooed, like this is my biggest tattoo right here, I would say the shading hurt the most. The white outlines didn't hurt as bad as the shading. Now I'm just doing some extra tones on the head. On the face is very important to put the white highlights. All right, now we're just wiping it up. Boom. I was really stoked on how this one came out. It's done. All right, so that's how I like to tattoo the neck. I try to make sure I'm like really on them, and you know, yeah, you gotta make sure they were comfortable. He was comfortable like that. And if you guys did like the video, go ahead and show me some love. Like the video, subscribe, comment what hurts you guys the most. Is it the lining? Is it the shading? Or is it the white highlights? Let me know. I'm very interested to see what you guys say. For me, it was the shading on this piece right here. It was the biggest one I got. So also guys, I'm new to the TikTok game. I have a TikTok. It's at @tattoo_Angelo. I got a couple of videos on there. I also have a Twitch. Sometimes I'll be playing some Call of Duty. I don't know if you guys fuck with that, but I play some Call of Duty. So if I get some followers on there, I'll start going live at 10 p.m. usually every night, and you guys can just hop on there, say what's up, see me get revived by my buddies, or you can hop in there and ask me some questions about some tattoos or something that you know you have a question about. Send it, you know, I'll answer it. I don't mind. I'm gonna be playing with my buddies, so hop in there and let me know what's up. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day or night. Peace.